Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about how to use NAPALM to gather basic facts from Cisco devices. In this case, NXOS and iOS XR devices. All right, so let me go into the IPython interpreter instead of just running this output here, this code here. So IPython, so I can explain each line, okay? So here I'm importing NAPALM or importing the get network driver function from the NAPALM library, right? And here I'm also importing JSON. And this line is to basically get the NXOS driver class using this NAPALM's factory function, which is this. So this is called factory function. And here, this is a string, right? So this is a argument, positional argument. So if I copy and paste this line here and check what, first of all, yeah, this is a function, and let's see what is NXOS this. So there's actually a class. So we are not yet creating a object here, but we are just passing the class to this variable called NXOS driver. So in this line, we are creating the device instance with credentials. I can just copy and paste this. So we can see that this is the class, right? And we are passing all these keyword arguments. And we are assigning the value or the result of this expression to a variable called NXOS device. Okay. And if I do type that, no, device, yeah, so now it's an object, right? So it's a NXOS driver object. And here, this is where we open the connection to the device. So this will take like a few seconds because it's connecting to the device. And here in this line, this is where we gather the facts from this particular device. So we are using the getFacts method on this object called NXOS underscore device, right? And we are assigning the result of that expression to a variable called NXOS facts, right? Okay. And here, this is where we close the connection. And here, of course, this is just a print statement. Yeah. And here, we are just using the dumps function from the JSON module, right, to print the facts, NXOS facts with 2 spaces into the screen. So yeah, this is the result. So the vendor, serial number, model, host name, OS version, uptime, interface list. Yeah, so these are, and FQDN, and XOS. So these are the facts that we gathered from that particular device. And I got 2 devices here. I don't really have to explain because the syntax is the same. The difference is we are just passing the syntax, this string or the driver, right, called iOS XR. So it's a string. So if I just copy and paste this here, let me just copy and paste all these lines. So yeah, so we are creating a driver here, and we are creating a iOS XR device object, and we are calling the open function on that object to connect to the device. And we are here, we are calling the getFacts method on that object and assigning the result of this call to a variable called iOS XR facts. Okay. And this is where we close the connection. And of course, we have this print statement, and this is where we print the result or the facts, the device facts. Okay, so here this is Cisco, OS version, host name, uptime, serial number, and other details. All right, so yeah, so that's how you can use NAPALM to gather basic facts from Cisco devices in this case, particularly the NXOS device and iOS XR device. Okay, so hopefully you found this video useful. If you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.